Take two. Personal experience with regards to La Tormenta, the storm, that which torments us. That's what they say. So, check it out. Right to Temescal. In the summertime, when the rains come, we gotta be especially careful because the Temescal can't get wet. And the first solid Temescal that they put in place, because my buddy Willie, the first Temescal they put in place got blown away in a storm. So there was this nervousness about, having another storm come along and destroy the Temescal. So, I'm always there an hour early. And, when the guests arrive at say 10, I'm there at 9, helping, as you do, right? And Marcella was like, I don't know, Teddy, we're not going to be able to do, look, here come the storm clouds. On a day just like today, like this, but like with the winds blowing in our direction. Like now it's just total cloud cover with you can see zero wind. Very unusual for this time of year. That's another subject. So he was like, oh, the storm's gonna come while we're in the Temescal. We shouldn't do it. And I was like, okay, look, how about this? How about we just say to the rain, thank you for coming, especially in this dry forest. We've waited 8 months. The forest goes 8 months without a drink of water, and we're grateful whenever the water can come to. It's water's the source of life, right? And we pray for the water in the Temescal, right, Marciano? Isn't that what we do? And so, can we just have a conversation with the water and thank him and thank the beautiful rain for falling from the sky? Yeah, just in every form, be grateful for the water and offer thanks and stuff, as you do. And then ask after we give first, and then we receive. Then we can ask the water to please wait for us to finish our Temescal while we're inside praying for you and giving thanks for you and singing for you, the sacred water. I mean, one whole round or one whole door of the Temescal, we just sing, to the water, all the songs. And then, after we're done with the Temescal, then, then the rain can come, right? As long as we have time to get out and make sure that pull all the covers off and put the tarp back in place. Now, that was my that was basically what my solution was to the problem of the water probably coming to wash away the Temescal. But I didn't say that, because if you say things like this out loud, you'll be called crazy. You'll be called crazy to suggest that your physical skin suit, which is predominantly made of water, and your light that comes from the water of the stars, right? That it would be absolutely crazy to presume that you could connect with that level of consciousness and whatnot with the water. I mean, come on. Yes, that's what I believe you can. But apparently, I'm crazy. I'm so grateful for such a nice compliment. It is no measure of good mental health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And I want to just say this much. That happened at the Temescal 3 times in 2 years. And once, I just said what I said a minute ago about, asking the rain to wait. To myself. I did not. No, sir, I did not say that out loud at all. Not one word of it. And then the second year, same thing. But this time I said a little bit. A little bit of it out loud. And sure enough, I got that crazy look just as I expected it. No, I didn't expect anything, but you know what I mean. It just becomes such like the norm after a while. It's like, yeah, what else? Anyway, I shouldn't make some. But yeah, just a crazy look, but didn't really have too much to say. And then the third time, and this is all within 2 years' time. The third time that happened, I said everything pretty much out loud. And Marciano looked at me and shook his head and rolled his eyes, and he just started, preparing for the Temescal. And just like the other 2 times, the rain waited. The rain waited. But I don't know if Marciano's ready to change his perspective. A lot of people say they have to see it to believe it. Well, no, you don't. It's right there in front of you. You just don't want to see it. Because you don't want to think that every way you've been taught to think and to perceive things is in some way manipulated, or just, if not, a straight out deception. That's 3 separate instances at the Temescal. And did I say last one in the personal experience was October 2023? I think it was. I think it was 2023 on Caesar's calendar, fake time. October, I don't know what was coming because I didn't tune into the AI device to dictate the narrative to me. I don't really care what the weatherman says, especially now that the weatherman is an AI bot on Facebook or something. I don't know where. So, what it was, I was sitting in my house and I was working out in the garden, and I saw the neighbors packing their stuff and leaving. And I was like, "Where y'all going?" And they were saying they were going here and going there, away from the storm that was coming. Really? What storm? Oh, you didn't hear? You didn't check your Facebook? or no, they don't. They didn't even make that acknowledgement. They just say, "You didn't hear?" And then they show me the hyperlink to a story on Facebook that has no footnotes or credits or photo credits or reference to any material where they're drawing these statements from. Nothing. Really super interesting on Facebook or Twitter or whatever page it is. Says the storm's coming. Does it now? Okay, well, have fun wherever you guys go, and I'll see you when you get back. So I was sitting there in my house, and later that night, about, I don't know, must have been, I don't know, maybe 6:37 at night, and my neighbor, who's now out of town, he calls to see if everything's okay. He's like, is the power on? Is the Wi-Fi signal? Do you still have phone service? You know, and is everybody's house okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine here. Why do you ask? And he couldn't believe it. Could not believe that storm. But you know, I would just say, you know, in defense of the AI bots who are now taking the place of the weatherman who was already full of shit. But I just want to say, you know, it's another way to dictate the narrative, and therefore the belief, and therefore what lies in the possibility of that which we manifest. It's because everything lies there in the possibility, right? And so yeah, those are just some examples that I've had personally, you know, where I would never, don't get this wrong, I would never even imply such a concept as that we have control over nature and we can dictate when the rains come and how and all that kind of stuff. Never. But if we are in resonance with the sacred and innocent heart of our child, of our inner child, right? Then, yeah, why wouldn't the rains and the nature work with us? Why not? Why not? I mean, we're part of it, right? So I want to also point to, you know, one of the sources of my information, because I long ago quit taking the time to put resources and footnotes at the bottom of YouTube videos, since they're disappearing faster than I can put them up, or were anyway. I don't know anymore. I don't keep up. But yeah, you know, Hermes is one. Where we get the word or the phrase Hermetic principles. As above, so below, and as within, so without, for instance. And if we have an inner torment, something tormenting us from within, and then we emanate that out into the field, and here comes the water, which is always there, just depends on which form it comes. Nice gentle rain or a Category 4 hurricane. Just wondering, what do you think about that perspective, eh? And maybe, who knows, if all the self-murdered and tormented neighbors had not left, perhaps that storm would have hit in the way that the weatherman on their YouTube AI bot, or wherever they're getting their news, wherever they're allowing to be programmed into their beliefs. Maybe they would have brought that storm. Just something to think about. Ciao for now, family. Oh, sorry, you know, I'm so professional. Bye.